I said before in my last video that I would tell you about a vision I had. It was quite disturbing. It wasn't a dream, and sometimes I'm aware of the fact that maybe in a dream you can influence the dream, because I think there's 3 different types of dreams. Dreams that are from God, dreams that might be from Satan, and dreams that are just from ourselves. And I've noticed in dreams in the past, I can I'm aware, partly aware of having directed the dream, but when it's a prophetic dream, I have no control over it whatsoever. And certainly with a vision, a clear vision, I have no control over it. One that is from God. I believe this is prophetic. I believe it's from God. But I won't say, "Thus saith the Lord," because there has been a lot of talk on YouTube in recent weeks, especially since 9/11, when the earthquakes started on La Palma, and then on the 19th of September, the volcano started to erupt. So there's been a lot of people talking about La Palma and earthquakes and volcanoes and so on, and tsunamis. So it has been on my mind, but not a great deal. But last week I had this tsunami vision. It was quite distressing and very real. I was awake. As I usually do when I watch a video, I tend to choose videos that I don't have to read because my eyes are not great, and videos where I can just lie down and listen. And that's what I did with my eyes closed. I saw very clearly before me in color a scene that looked just like this. Sorry about the artwork. It's my poor attempt at making this look like New York on fire. But it was very obviously New York, and it was very obviously on fire, and I was viewing it from the ocean. It was, at that point, I was just a viewer. And I was shocked to see the city on fire. And I knew it was New York. Then the scene changed a little bit, and I looked down and I saw that I was on the water now. And I felt, it's hard to say, in a vision when you're awake, you can't physically feel anything, but visually, I became aware of an uplift of the water. I felt the water rise in the vision. It's very hard to explain, but I saw it rise. And then I saw this. Still looking towards New York, I could see nothing except water. And there was a bulge in the water that covered New York, so I couldn't see New York. Now, there was no sunset. That picture with the sunset was the best I could do. So there was no sunset, but it looked very much like that without the sunset. Now here, the water had gone up a lot higher than New York, so I couldn't see New York anymore. I just saw this water, and I was riding on it, and I was going at a great speed towards New York on this wave, on this bulge of water. And then it seemed to go on forever like this, just water everywhere. And I was traveling towards New York on this water. And then the water went down a little bit, just for a little while. And I noticed that New York was no longer on fire, but it was completely black. And I was stunned. It was completely black. But the water hadn't put the fire out because the water hadn't reached New York yet. So I'm just telling you this vision as I saw it. I'm not saying thus saith the Lord, and I can't fully interpret it yet, except to tell you what I saw. And then the next thing was shocking. I saw this. I don't think she was standing up. It's not terribly clear. This part of it's not terribly clear, but I don't think she was standing up that straight. But she was in the water. Lady Liberty was in the water. So that was the vision. Now I've heard of, I think it was Dave Wilkerson, his vision. He saw a tsunami, if I recall correctly. He saw a tsunami hit New York, and then fire broke out. Sorry, I can't speak English. Fire broke out. So I was confused to see that mine was the opposite. There was fire, and then the tsunami came. I didn't see myself come in over New York on the wave. It was just this, where I had seen that New York was no longer on fire, and then I saw this. And I was stunned. Wasn't expecting to see that. But now that I recall, I think back to other dreams and visions of other people I've seen. A. Allen also saw Liberty on the water, but he saw her face down in the water in the Gulf of Mexico, which was kind of strange. I don't know the symbology of that, but I'm certain that his vision was very correct, very prophetic, because of all the other things that were in that vision, namely the missiles coming from the south and blowing up America, as I've seen in other dreams and so on. So I thought I'd share that with you. Quite distressing. New York on fire, and then me riding the wave in. And then seeing that New York, the fire had been put out, and then the next thing I knew, I saw Lady Liberty in the water. So there you go. That's my tsunami vision. It was strange how I rode the wave in. I've never heard of that before, or even thought of that before, but I rode the wave in. Really weird. Okay, God bless you, brothers and sisters. I've always said it in the past, but look up, brothers and sisters. We are really very close to going home. I just feel it in my bones. I know the Lord is close. And like I said in my last video, I think I just heard 5 days. And then I heard a shofar blast this morning. So, yeah, I think we're very close. God bless you. Bye for now.